Right, happy morning! Muli ang inyong lingkod, Liz Horizon Chaser. Live po tayo ngayon dito sa Manila Hotel na kung saan ay taon-taon po ito na sinicelebrate ang convention ng PhilAs. At ito nga ay nasa 73rd Annual Convention sa kanilang tema, Ensuring Food Security Through Science, Technology, and Innovation. Kaya tunghaya natin itong mahalagang programang ito na nilulunsad ng PhilAs sa pangunguna ng ating former DOST Secretary Fortunato T. de la Peña. Kaya alamin natin at sino-sino yung mabibigyan ng award. So kanina nga dumating ang kasalukuyang Secretary ng DOST, si Secretary Renato Solidum Jr. at hindi nga lang po natin yun naabutan. At yun nga ay nagbigay naman ng welcome message si former DOST Secretary Fortunato T. de la Peña. Ang Department of Agriculture Secretary ay nagbigay ng message si Secretary Francisco Laurel Jr. sa pamagitan ni Undersecretary Agnes Catherine Miranda. Kaya yun ay ipinakita yung kanilang pagsuporta dito sa PhilAs. Samantala, ang awarding ceremonies ay pangungunahan ni Dr. Rinaldo de la Cruz, Vice President ng PhilAs. At yun nga ay titingnan natin kung ano nga ba ang qualification ng mga awardees dito sa PhilAs at sino-sino ang mga ito. Kaya kapanapanabik at mai-inspired po talaga tayo sa mga nabibigyan ng award para sa ating SNT or Science Technology na mga may ambag hinggil sa siyensya at teknolohiya. Alright, so alamin natin kung ano nga ba ang annual awards at ano yung konsepto nito at sino-sino pa talaga dapat ang mabigyan ng awards.
Happy morning, Miss Horizon. Yes, let's say the concept of awarding is to select the best of yung mga researchers, scientists, innovators all over the country, So they are selected from all over the countries. Initially, they are nominated either by the president, the deans or the colleges and so on, based on what they have achieved in the research endeavors, mga researchers nila, and so on. So from that, we select the best. From that, nabibigyan sila ng award. Unang-una, we ask yung kanina mga superiors to nominate them based on a certain criteria. Usually the criteria is an achievement that they have attained. So for each of the awards dito, there may be a lot of nominations coming from different places. So they are subjected to judges, then which they will be selected. So we have this year we have 10 awards based on sometimes on field, based on the technology, based on the innovations, and so on. And that they are being selected for that. Binibigyan namin siya, as their prize, that's their reward. Okay, they're given a trophy. They're some amounts, about 50,000 per year, and we give them a plaque of recognition, and then in all cases, those who were given awards here will be included in the next year's 100 researchers in the country, sa buong Pilipinas. Okay? Kalimitan ang nangyayari, yung mga awards naman sa PhilAs, automatically sila included for the 100 who's who in the Philippines for this particular year. In many cases, umaabot pa yan sa abroad, sa ibang bansa. They're being also recommended in that area. So malaking chance. Through these awards, we hope to generate interest, especially sa mga young scientists namin. Kasi this reach to all sector. No? So hopefully, they will become the models for their particular fields so that yung mga young scientists namin, young scientists all over the country, no, can follow.
Alright, so narito yung ating one-on-one interview, isa sa mga nabigyan ng awards dito sa PhilAs. At talaga sana ay ma-inspire ang ating mga susunod na henerasyon.
Happy morning, Ms. Horizon.
Alright, Doc, gusto lang po namin alamin kung ano po yung inspirasyon ninyo para po makamit itong award and bigyan niyo po kami ng iba pang idea kung paano po dapat tayo maging member ng PhilAs para sa mga gustong sumunod sa yapak nito.
Yeah, so I'd like to thank, of course, the PhilAs for giving me the opportunity to receive the award. It's my privilege to be the first ever recipient of the Ramon D. Macali Award for Information Technology. This is actually a very important milestone in the field of IT, especially that kakunti lang ang mga awarding bodies na nagbibigay ng recognition in the field of information technology. In fact, I think this is the first awarding body to recognize the contributions of the information technology field. And the irony is that we are driven by the technology. Our society is driven by technology. And I'm very proud to say that this award is a very inspiring milestone for me. Coming from a very difficult upbringing, family with no background in research, in science, or in technology. And I dedicate this award to my family, and the inspiration is actually them. Well, it will take us the whole afternoon to discuss each of the contribution, but I'd like to focus on the fact that my contribution is not only in the field of information technology because I dedicate or I spend most of my time on the integration of technology in various industries and sectors. For instance, I use technology to streamline healthcare services. I use technology to advance the educational status and progress of our country. I use technology to analyze the public policies in terms of doing technology integration, doing sentiment analysis, analyzing the opinion of the public using technology. Say, one of my remarkable projects is the use of virtual dietitian, which was actually my dissertation back in the graduate school, where I developed a system which can produce tailored meal plans depending on the preferences, the body information of an individual. So basically what I do is that I have this background in information technology and I visit different sectors: healthcare, agriculture, education, public policy, governance, etc.
Sir, ano po yung masasabi niyo sa present situation natin na maraming mga hackers and trolls? Paano mapiprevent po yun?
Yeah, hackers and trolls have always been there since the start of technology. However, it has become mainstream because many people have become knowledgeable on how to do that. I think the first layer of what we should do is to educate our countrymen on how to basically educate our countrymen so that they can protect themselves. We do not need to wait for the security being offered by our government, by our institutions where we are affiliated. I think ang mas maganda dyan is that you, being a user of the technology, know how to protect yourself in any kind of attacks.
Same din po ba ito ng mga scammers?
Yeah, well, scammers do scams through technology, but not through technology knowledge. Most of them use social engineering. Actually attack your gullibility as a person. For instance, they will not hack the system, they will hack the people. So if you are knowledgeable against social engineering tactics, no matter how good they are, if either technology or social engineering, if you know the attack, you can protect yourself. One example is phishing scam, right?
Yes, opo.
Opo. And it's a simple link. Any student can do that. Any student who's studying web development can recreate the website of any popular brand. Say, I can create a website similar to Facebook. Any student can do that. But if you are knowledgeable, not to click the links, of course you can protect yourself. Challenges. Well, not in terms of professional life because I'm a very competitive person and I always strive for the best. But I think the main challenge for me is how can I do all of these things together because I want to achieve so much in life. And as the youngest recipient of the award at the age of 32 years old, yeah, this is just the beginning, and I intend to win so many awards in the future. And I've been eyeing different government awarding bodies, DOST, NRCP, National Academy of Science and Technology. Those government bodies, I've been personally eyeing them, and I want to show to the world that the recipients of these awards are not limited to the seasoned scientists, but also the early career researchers, the rising stars in the field, because I believe we are the future of the science and technology.
Pwede natin siyang bigyan ng name, the rising OPA of the ICT industry.
Like in terms
Pwede
of
ma-advance.
the projects.
The projects, yes.
Yeah, in my department, in my institution, we've been doing metaverse research. If you are familiar with the metaverse. No.
No.
So basically, metaverse is the alternate world that we have, where everything you can do in the physical world, you can do online. You are represented by your avatars, and we already have.
Yung mga AI ngayon.
You are represented by your digital characters online. And what we have been doing in Far Eastern University is that our students can go in the virtual world, represented by their digital characters, and interact with fellow students from different campuses and perform any processes that they will usually do sa school, say socialize with classmates or colleagues, play games together, etc. And that's our initial step towards the use of metaverse research.
Nakatakot nyo, sir. Anyone can interpret, pwedeng gawan ako, ganon.
Yeah.
So parang kinukuha nila yung identity ko.
You have your own character. You have the autonomy to create your character, but other users cannot use your character, of course. Yeah.
Alright, Doc, sino pong magiging partner mo rito? At kailangan ba ng pondo?
Well, Far Eastern University is generous enough to fund the project, and the initial fund actually came from Accenture. So of course, I'd like to thank the Accenture.
Kaya kayo dun, sir? Accenture.
Hindi po. But the initial fund for the project, when it was just a small project pa lang, came from the Accenture. Yeah. Then, as we developed the project, the Far Eastern University funded the continuous, and I'd like to say that we are the first one to have that kind of technology. Not only in the country, I think. They don't have that.
Yeah, ayan na. Nakaano kayo, sir?
Okay.
Yeah, but you can confirm if what we have in the university, others have. But I think I'm proud to say that we are the only one with that kind of project.
Siguro, kami yung mga, yan na lang sabi niya, I'm the only one.
Hindi, yun naman ang totoo, di ba po? Kung alin ang katotohanan, kasi para nakakapag-inspire din naman po kasi. Kaya tama lang po yun. Kung ano yung totoo.
Hopefully, hindi naman po siya mayabang.
Oo, hindi siya yabang eh. Yun ang totoo.
But most of our projects kasi are not publicly public knowledge. But we have so many innovations in the university that our students enjoy. And we have several projects right now na students are using. And I think other universities are starting to replicate what we have been doing.
Pero sir, nakapatent na po yan.
Usually software is not patentable so
Oo nga. So, pwedeng
Idea, kasi
the idea itself, yeah. I think one
idea
university plans to do one of our projects now. So I saw some news na they are trying to create this one, and I realized, oh, we have that already for years.
Doc, bigyan mo nga kami ng mabigat na mensahe na para sa ma-inspire talaga po lahat para sa inyo kasi hindi din po ganong kadali yata yung pagkakuha mo ng award kasi kayo lang po yung nabigyan ng ganyan. Oh.
Yeah, I think my message to my fellow researchers, scientists, and technologists, especially those who are starting their career, I think you should continue what you have been doing. Make sure that you dedicate your projects to the betterment of the society. And I think by doing so, governing bodies, awarding bodies will start to recognize your contributions. Maybe not now, but for sure in the future.
Sir, last na po, yung ginagawa natin ng mga programming na yan, so nilalakipan nyo rin po ba na kung anong magiging effect sa hinaharap after 20 years, 50 years, parang ganon.
Yeah.
So, yun din po ba kasama sa pag-aaral?
Yeah, I am very proud to say that what we have been doing is backed by research. And not all developers do that. But since I am in the intersection of education and technology, I make sure that we evaluate the projects that we have and turn that into a publishable projects. And you will see in my records that our projects have been published in scientific journals,
Like the Philippine Journal of Science.
international.
International.
Yeah.
Kasi yung tayo ngayon under yung ST 100 years, yung Philippine Journal of Science.
That's a very prestigious journal, yes po. And usually journals like that are too focused on hard sciences, and hopefully I'll be able to publish information technology related. And that's actually the very essence of this award. I hope we can expand the publications in the field of information technology, like how physics, chemistry, biological sciences, and other related disciplines you do for the past. Yeah.
Multiverse. Sabi niya multiverse.
May I call on Dr. Manuel D. Garcia and technology innovation, focusing on fabrication of supercomputers, and for his continuing drive to translate his research results and enabling actual implementation at the community level. For his scientific studies in environment and cost-benefit analysis, resulting in guides for e-mobility technology and policy development.
Corporation promises to provide renewed, reinvigorated
In animal reproductive biotechnology, specializing in cryobiology.
Send video this award today, and on behalf of all the awardees of the 2024 PhilLast Annual Awards, I express my heartfelt thanks to the Philippine Association for the Advancement of Science and Technology. Your recognition not only validates our efforts, but also inspires us to push the boundaries of research even further. It is a privilege to be recognized for our works in science and technology, and we are grateful for this acknowledgement. We would like to express our utmost gratitude to our research teams, colleagues, mentors, families, and loved ones, whose unwavering support and encouragement have been instrumental in our journey. Likewise, our sincere thanks to the generous donors whose support has made these awards possible. Your generosity and support inspire us all to continue striving for excellence and advancing the boundaries of knowledge and innovation. As I stand here, I am reminded of the profound responsibility that comes with this recognition. We pledge to remain emboldened and dedicated to advancing research in science and technology, with a firm commitment to ensuring that our innovations and discoveries are meaningful and beneficial to the Filipino people. Our goal is to contribute to technologies that address our unique challenges and enhance the quality of life for our communities. Thank you once again for this distinction. We are excited about what the future may bring and the opportunities awaiting for us to make a positive impact through science and technology. Maraming salamat po at magandang umaga muli sa inyong lahat.
Thank you very much, Dr. Binag. I understand we could also invite the guests and families of the awardees to join us on the stage for the one by one. Photo opportunity. I'm sequence the Sarah Award awardees. If there are any guests and like from UST, guests from UST.
Alright, so yan po yung mga nakatanggap ng awards at talagang nakikita natin yung kanilang dedication para sa ating bansa hindi sa science at technology. Yan sa kanilang kailang
Maraming salamat din sa mga pumili, ang aming mga selection committee na wala naman kaming binigay ng pangmerienda dyan. Ano po, sila po ay nagtrabaho. At pasensya na dun sa mga minadali namin. Alam ko, ang number 1 dyan na na-stress ay si Sue, di makalik, kasi hanggang 4 a.m. po, nung umaga nung submission, ay talagang pinagpuyatan. Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you, President De La Peña. We would also like to thank again the overall chairperson for the Philas Award, Dr. Reynaldo de la Cruz, in appreciation of his invaluable contribution in overseeing the whole award process. Thank you also to all our sponsors who essentially made all this possible. Thank you as well to the Department of Science and Technology, Industrial Technology Development Institute, or ITD, and the National Academy of Science and Technology for their continued technical support to Philas, to the Secretariat, and to all support staff. Thank you very much. Again, congratulations to all the awardees. And this concludes the awarding ceremony for this year's Philas Awards. Again, this is your host, Benan Austria, and I take great pleasure in having hosted this awarding ceremony. But wait, there's more. Stay calm and relax as there is still more in store for all of us today. Mabuhay tayong lahat. Now, I would like to pass this on to Dr. Ida Del Masio, our overall convention MC.
Forever MC. Okay. Yes.
Thank you.
We salute you.
Actually, it started when some Filipino scientists who are based on advancement of science and technology. So it gave us the idea that the Philas can also launch the Philippine version of the fellowship. And Dr. Alvin Culaba was given the task of figuring out what it will look like and who will be qualified to be in the Fellows program. I'm hoping that some of our officials in the future will be appointed Fellows para kami mapalitan na ng mga mas bata. Okay, thank you, Dr. Culaba.
Introduces today a monumental initiative, the launching of the conferment of title Philas Fellow. A Philas Fellow is not just an accolade, it is a testament to the unwavering dedication, passion, and excellence that define our nation's scientists, engineers, and technologists. In a world where innovation is the driver of progress, it is crucial that we recognize and honor those who have not only contributed significantly to their respective fields, but have also made lasting impacts on society through their science and technology-related work in the Philippines and in the world. This award is designed to celebrate the accomplishments of individuals who have demonstrated exceptional leadership, outstanding professional activities, and a commitment to advancing science and technology in the Philippines. The PhilAS Fellows will be a distinguished group of individuals whose contributions have not only propelled their fields forward, but have also inspired future generations of scientists and innovators. As we launch this PhilAS Fellow this morning, we are setting a standard for excellence and for future scientific and technological advancements in our country. We believe that by recognizing and supporting our creative and innovative minds, we are paving the way for a future where science and technology are at the forefront of national development. Let us remember that this award is not just about celebrating past achievements, it is also about looking forward and beyond. It is about fostering a culture of innovation, collaboration, and continuous learning that will propel the Philippines into a future of boundless possibilities. Thank you, and let us all look forward to the many great things that will come from this initiative. Mabuhay!
So, the PhilAS Fellow is an honorific title that will be bestowed to an individual who will be recognized as, one of the leaders in the field of their specialization. This individual must have an extraordinary and outstanding contribution to the advancement of science, technology, and innovation through his or her scientific or technical body of work over a lengthy career. On the average, in any organization, so less than 1% of the organization's membership go on to become fellows. And hopefully, this will be the same for PhilAS. But it will follow a very rigorous vetting and selection process where PhilAS shall confer upon initial fellows as part of the grandfather's clause. The qualifications of a PhilAS fellow include he or she may or may not be a current member of PhilAS, come from the industry, academe, and other sectors of the economy, must have significant contribution to his or her field and to the advancement of science, technology, and innovation in general. The recognition will also look at the individual nominees' national, international recognition, and there will be no age requirement or limit, and nominated by any PhilAS member of good standing. The PhilAS Fellow will have to be evaluated on the basis of his or her professional accomplishments, a lifetime body of work, also publications or any scientific or professional communication, awards and recognition at national and international levels, service to PhilAS, or in good standing in the community, testimonies for outstanding and significant contribution to the advancement of science, technology, and innovation, as well as other information that will be unique to the nominee. So we will follow a timetable sometime in the next annual convention in 2025. We will confer upon the title of PhilAS Fellow. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you, Admission Kulaba. Now, as part of the events leading to this national convention, we conducted hybrid seminars, as mentioned before, and these seminars featured imperative topics on food security. Our PhilAS board members will present a report that will give us a glimpse of what transpired in this series. They are Dr. Reynaldo V. Iborra, Dr. Alvin Kulaba, and VOSC Assistant Secretary and PhilAS Board Advisor, Dr. Diana F. Ignacio. They will present in sequence the highlights of the hybrid seminars. Please give them a warm round of applause. Okay, for the first presenter, Dr. Rigo.
That be possible without the strong support of Regional Director Emilita Bagsit of DUST Calabarzon and the hard work of the DUST Calabarzon and DUST Picard staff, as well as the leadership of former DUST Secretary and PILAS President Fortunato T. de la Peña. The hybrid webinar featured 3 distinguished speakers from the private sector who are active agriculture practitioners. Mr. Arsenio Barcelona, President of Harvest Agribusiness Corporation, Mr. Luis Macalingcag, Founder and President of AgBeam Corporation, and Mr. Michael Caballes, Chief Farmer and owner of Bukid Amara Agri-Farm. Yours truly, on the other hand, provided the government R&D perspective as Executive Director of the Department of Science and Technology, Philippine Council for Agriculture, Aquatic and Natural Resources Research and Development, or DOST Picard. My talk was entitled Smart STI Solutions for Enhanced Agricultural Production and Post-Harvest Management, where I have discussed the current state of Philippine agriculture, the different smart technologies that we recommend to be fully utilized to increase agricultural productivity and thus contribute to economic growth.
The webinar tackled different discussions concerning the interrelatedness of startups and food security. The activity started with Dr. Enrico Parinit of DOST Picard giving insightful discussion on initiatives aimed at promoting startups in support of food security.
Alam mo naman dito sa Pilipinas, tayo kumakain 6 times a day. Breakfast, merienda, tanghalian, merienda, hapunan, merienda. Ano nga kasi 64?
Yes.
Diba? Kahit anong complication.
Thank you very much. That ends
Happy morning, Horizon. So, we have a poster contest ngayon sa PhilAsk. Actually, we received 27 posters. Essentially, kasi ang theme natin ngayon ay food security. Kaya we have a first winner. Ito ngayon, si Birth of Pag-asa, Multiple Ovulation Embryo Transfer Technology for the multiplication of calves from before dairy. Hindi ko yan i-explain ang details yan kasi syempre authors ang dapat mas nakakaalam. Pero we chose this as the first winner or first prize winner kasi unang-una parang malapit na siyang ma-transfer technology talaga kasi existing na siya eh. Ibig sabihin, ang dami na niyang nadaanan na almost at the end na siya na pwede mo na siyang gamitin as a technology wherein magkaroon ka ng pwedeng mabubuhay tayo ng cows dito sa Pilipinas. Alam lang natin ang beef dito ay medyo mahirap at saka konti lang. So with this poster na binigay nila, parang meron talaga tayong masisecure tayo na magkaroon tayo ng mas maraming cows through the technology nila na multiplication tinatawag nilang multiple ovulation. Anyway, ang posters kasi hinahanap natin unang-una is the impact sa Pilipinas. Kasi importante yun. Kasi ano ba naman yung basic research tapos wala namang impact sa Pilipinas. Puro lang research. Yun ang sabi ng mga tao. But this one, we are looking for an impact. Isa yan. Of course, yung sinasabi ko kanina na impact of the technology. Impact of the technology or I would say yung sa theme natin. Dapat angkop sa theme natin which is on food security. Of course, another criteria which we're looking for is paano niya pinipresent sa mga tao. Pero syempre kasi minsan napapansin nyo ang poster puro lang words ng words pero hindi makikita. Pero sa nakikita nyo ngayon itong poster na nananalo, talagang sa isang tingin pa lang alam mo na kung ano ang meron doon sa poster na yan. So more or less ganon siya.
Alright. So ano po aasahan natin next year? Meron na ba?
Ang asahan natin next year, there will be another poster. Pero syempre, hindi pa namin na-decide kung ano ang kanyang theme. Depende. Pareho pa rin yung criteria, but it will be a different theme.
Alright. So ma'am, baka may gusto kayo imbitahan? Last message.
Well, ngayon, last year, mas maraming poster namin, mga 40 plus. So, in-encourage ko lahat ng mga universities, private institutions, research institutions, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, na sana next year mag-join kayo. Kasi hindi lang naman ito, at least you will present your results na makikita ito kasi national itong membership dito sa PhilAs. And of course, aside from that, pwede kayong manalo, then there's money, of course. So sana nga, dadami ang mag-attend at saka mag-present ng posters.
Thank you.
Happy morning, Miss Horizon.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. So ano pong naramdaman natin na kayo po ang nanalo ng award sa posters bilang number 1 po kayo?
Yeah, of course, it's really an overwhelming experience na makakuha ng another award. At alam naman natin na I'm also given the award of being the researcher, agricultural research. So this is an added award actually. So this is all about pag-asa.
Okay.
Ito po yung mga pinanganak natin na mga guya na panahon ng pandemic. Na isang nagbigay siya sa atin ng pag-asa, hope na sa pamamagitan niya ay pwede tayo magkaroon ng pag ito ay naparami dahil sa teknolohiya namin na multiple ovulation and embryo transfer ay maaaring magkaroon po tayo ng maraming guya, maraming gatasan na hayop at yan po ay magbibigay ng hindi lamang gatas kundi karne.
So bali ang inspirasyon niyo po ng panahon ng pandemic?
Oo, kaya kasi pag-asa, lalaki siya na guya. Tapos nang lumaki siya, naging donor siya ng mga similya. So ito yung similya niya. So ginagamit natin ito sa pagpapalahi. And dahil dito, marami siyang naging guya din. So parang kinakalat niya yung kanyang. So marami na tayong pag-asa ngayon. So with that, parang in-anticipate natin na may intensification tayo ng production ng mga guya at eventually mga dairy animals na makakatulong sa ating food sustainability program. So, yan po si Pag-asa. Isang product ng mga teknolohiya sa pagpaparami ng mga livestock natin in general.
Alright. Mayroon po kayong nais na iparating at kanino at bakit? At sino gusto niyo maging katuwang ninyo po rito kaya? Para po mas lalong lumaganap itong inyong research.
Oo. So, napakagandang idea po yan. No? So, kasi ang matagal na nating mayroon tayong programa sa agriculture, sa Department of Agriculture, na kung saan ay pinapalaganap natin yung mga magagandang lahi sa pamamagitan ng mga similya na galing sa mga superior male animals. So itong technology natin ngayon ay ito naman yung pagpapadami ng superior female animals. So mas magandang pag kinumbine natin yung superior male genetics plus superior female genetics, magkakaroon po talaga tayo ng super mix na mga lahi and yun na nga po, magkakaroon na tayo ng maraming sa livestock production. Ito po talaga ay nakaalay sa ating the efficiency, profitability, at sustainability ng ating program para sa not only sa livestock industry but also for the food security and sufficiency. So malaki po yung ito na po yung product natin na na-demonstrate natin dito na sa pamamagitan ng science, technology, and innovation, we can produce better and we can have a better and well-nourished country. Unang-unang ayang pasalamatan ang Philippine Carabao Center ng Department of Agriculture na kung saan ay ito ay isang pinakamaganda naming pwedeng magawa para sa ating mga magsasaka at ganoon din sa industriya. Salamat ako. Siyempre, ino-offer ko or sinishare itong award na to sa aking mga kasamahan sa reproduction and physiology section. At kami po talaga pag nagtatrabaho talagang team, no? Kasi Kasi ang reproduction po talaga, maraming aspects yan eh. So, this is really a team effort. So, I'm sharing this award. And of course, ang palagi po naming katuwang talaga dito sa mga proyekto ito ay DOST, yung Picard. So, sila yung naging kaagapay namin, hindi lang sa mga researches, hindi kung ano-ano pa mga development works. So, DOST Picard, maraming salamat at marami pa po tayong pwedeng sasamahan para sa pagtaguyod po ng mga technology and innovations pagdating sa animal reproduction.
Thank you.
Kasi usually sila nasusunod kung ano kukunin ng mga anak nila. No? Kaya napakaraming kumukuha. Minsan ako yung naging speaker sa Hagunoy, Bulacan, yung mga istorya na PhilAS. Nag-install kami ng rainwater collection system sa Hagunoy. Kinailangan nila ito dahil yung kanilang school ay talagang parating lumulubog sa salt water. No? So ang salinity ay napakataas. So nakatulong yung pagkakaroon ng rainwater collection. Noong namang itinanover na yon, nagkataon na parang Biyernes na ng hapon yung program. So, ang audience ko mga estudyante na, kukunti na yung mga teachers. No? Yung mga estudyante ay mga grade 5 and grade 6. So, ganoon, merong isa na gusto niya maging teacher at may isang gusto maging engineer. Parang gusto ko nang bigyan ng 1,000 piso yung nagsabi siya ay gusto niya maging engineer. Pero ginawa ko yan sa ibang video, talagang bibigyan ko ng premyo ng pera. Yung mga paisa-isa na nagsasabi gusto maging engineer, gusto maging teacher ng science, may mga bihirang-bihirang gano'n. No? So naisip ko, ba't kaya gano'n? Minsan naisip ko, baka malaki influensya ng magulang din. No? Kasi yung mga magulang, iniisip nila kung ano yung mabilis na pagkakakitaan ng mga anak nila, no? Kaya nai-influensya nila ng gano'n. Okay, anyway, as a prelude naman to this of next year's convention and seminars. So ayan po ang aking numero, 0917-832-8497. Ang email address ko ay fpdelapena@gmail.com. So huwag po kayo makiyang mag-text or mag-email kung meron kayo naiisip na suggestions at i-discuss namin yan sa Amados Philippine Association.
35 votes. Ms. Luningning Domingo with 38 votes. Dr. Regan.
Thank you very much for joining us in the PhilAS 73rd Annual Convention. We are very appreciative of your very strong support to our association. Again, maraming salamat, Horizon Chaser. Ano pa po yung dapat nila na maaasahan sa PhilAS? And kayo po ang president.
Happy Morning Show! Lagi kayong makinig.
Nandun tayo lahat sa Happy Morning.
Ay, bakit po pala na about sa foods yung ating tema ngayon?
Siyempre, pinapakiramdaman natin kung ano yung pinaka-importanting mga pinag-uusapan ngayon or concern ng ating mga kababayan at ating mga opisyal at parati pakiramdaman natin kung ano yung mahalagang issue, ang mga concerns ng ating mga kababayan, gayon din ang ating mga pinuno at ang food security ay isang topic na parating lumalabas sa mga usapan. Kaya minabuti naming mag-focus on the use of science, technology, and innovation to achieve food security as the theme for this year.
Yung mga bigyan po ng award, SecBoy, ano po yung masasabi natin doon at bakit sila po ang deserve na bigyan ngayon ng award 2024?
Gaya ng parati kong sinasabi, may tatlong general criteria na ating pinagbabatayan kung yung quality at quantity ng kanilang mga researches or innovations in the field which they represent. Okay? Number 2 ay kung yung kanilang research or innovation ay ano ang naging impact sa ating kababayan, sa ating bansa, ano na itulong. At pangatlo, sila ba ay pwedeng sabihing model or idolo ng ating mga ngayon pa lang sumisibol ng mga researchers. Yun ang ating criteria. Kaya lahat sila, although iba-iba silang fields, at yung mga selection committee mayroong mga finer criteria na develop out of those ay nagdaan sa ganyang pagsusuri.
Alright, so dito nagtatapos ang ating special live coverage para sa Siyensya at Teknolohiya. Muli ang iyong lingkod, Ms. Horizon Chaser. Happy morning. I love you all.
Happy Morning Show! Lagi kayong makinig.
Nandun tayo lahat sa Happy Morning Show.
Magandang umaga sa iyo, Miss Horizon, at sa iyong mga taga-subaybay.
Happy morning po, Secretary, and congratulations po dito sa naganap na pamana-agham Siyensya sa bawat habi at hibla. Sek, ano po yung suot niyo?
Ito ay gawa sa pinya at seda or silk. So itong horizontal, pinya fiber, at yung maninipis na vertical, that's silk.
Sek, gaano po ba kahalaga na talagang dapat tangkilikin natin yung ating tela, lalo na po sa mga nasa ahensya ng ating gobyerno, mga opisyalis po natin?
Maliban sa nakasaad sa batas, marami ang mga positibong objective ng paggamit ng mga tela mula sa Philippine Tropical Fabric.
Nataas na yung ating awareness sa ating Philippine textiles kasi marami na rin tayong kalaban sa merkado. Increasing the level of awareness, engagement, at para lahat-lahat tayo, di ba, we can recognize. Para pag sa susunod na may nakita tayong tela, alaman lang natin kung Ilocano yun or galing Mindanao. So,
pinakita rito kung gaano kahalaga yung ating Philippine textiles at papaano ito makatulong sa ekonomiya ng ating bansa.
Miss Horizon, so ako po ay gumagawa ng research patungkol sa ating ekonomiya, patungkol sa kahirapan sa ating bansa, at patungkol sa turismo ng ating
Happy morning, Miss Horizon. Maraming salamat po. So, ako si Manuel Hernandez. So, ang research ko po ay about sa mga garapata po. Pinag-aaralan po natin kung paano sila nabubuhay despite na kumakain sila ng mga toxic substance, katulad ng mga iron na nasa dugo, at kung paano sila nabubuhay kahit tinitreat sila natin ng mga chemicals.
At para mabuhay tayo ng karangal, magkaroon ng dignidad, ang gaganda na sinabi mo. So ngayon, happy morning! Muli ang iyong lingkod, Ms. Horizon Chaser. Sino pa pong kailangan na magbigay dapat ng tulong ngayon dito sa Angono Rizal?
Miss Horizon.
Happy morning, Miss Horizon.
Director, yung di ba po nakatutok tayo ngayon sa kalusugan, sa tamang pagkain. Sang-ayon po ba kayo rito? At ano po ang maipapayo niyo sa ating mga LGUs, government o mamamayang Pilipino? Last to sir, personal. Kayo rin po ba ay health conscious? Sa mental health po, kasi marami po mga doctors, marami po mga professionals, pero may problema sa mental health, di ba po? And hindi rin sila naging productive. O may nakukulungan na doctor, may nakukulong na lawyer, di ba po? Dahil may mga behavior na hindi po kayang pigilan. So, ano po yung ating pag-aaral dyan? Alright, so naging matagumpay ang annual scientific meeting. Sir, ano po yung talagang buod nito at tinutukoy natin para sa ating itong tema ninyo, Pilipino Wikang Mapagpalaya, and yung buwan ng Wikang Pambansa 2024, kanino po dapat talaga ito na maipatungkol at ano po ang masasabi natin doon sa gumagamit po ngayon ng Wikang Banyaga, lalo na po sa Siyensya at Teknolohiya?
Sandali. Isang kilometro ang tanong at isang simetri ang sagot. Kadali lang.
Kung ano lang po. Sige.
Gutay-gutayin mo, Day.
Alright, para tuloy-tuloy lang. Sige po, i-edit na lang natin.
Okay, una, ano?
Ang cute niyo pala, sir.
Ay, cute talaga ako. Kasi tanong mo, isang taong 2 semestre ang sagot.
Para natapos na kasi. Alright, sir.
Joke lang.
Okay lang po. Masaya nga po eh.
O, isa unahin.
Si Dr. Renato Yasi na walang iba.
Happy morning, Miss Horizon. Please visit the Cheongdam restaurant. Thank you for coming.
And happy morning! So, narin ako first time ko to. Makikita natin talagang kayang may kinalaman ba ito? Dito? Alright. So, di ba high-tech ng ating mga tricycle? Ako ito lang. sabi nila, masama daw magkape. Pero bakit marami pa rin ang nagkakape ng healthy blend? Herbal coffee sa Health and Sight Wellness. Ito yung kanilang bagong opisina dito sa Triumph, Quezon City. Kaya tara, subukan natin ang Health and Sight Wellness 15-in-1 Herbal Coffee kung gaano ito kasarap.
Nagkakape ka na, nagba-vitamins ka pa.
Tikman natin gaano ito kasarap. Libre lang dito sa Health and Sight kapag po dumalaw kayo. Ano? Diba? Uy, tingnan niyo po, mga kababayan ko. Ang bango sobrang bango. Diba? Kapag medyo stress ka, wala talaga yung stress mo. Ganito kabango yung kape. Yung mahilig sa brewed coffee, parang ganun din yun. Sarap po talaga kahit alam ko natikman ko na to, ulitin mo, hahanap-hanapin niyo po. Totoo, talaga ito yung kape na gustong-gusto ko. Kaya sana matikman niyo rin po at tsak magugustuhan niyo. At ng kape at mahusay mga produkto na pala lamang na umuunlad po ang isang company. Ayan, so dito na tayo, napakagandang kumpanya ngayon ng Health and Sight Wellness. Kaya sa mga gusto pong pumunta rito ay alamin niyo lamang sa kanilang website.